What is going on, everybody? It is TJM Bricks, and today we're going to be reviewing the Ninjago Water Dragon. This is going to be set number 71754, 737 pieces, comes with 5 minifigures, and retailed for $69.99. Starting off with the box art, it looks very, very nice. We see the water dragon and a couple of the mini builds and just a nice graphic. On the back, it's much more simpler, really showing off the minifigures and the mini builds. We're going to go ahead and get into the box and see what's inside. All it's holding is a little bit of tape, so you just cut that open and that will get you inside of the box. Once we open it up, we will find 6 numbered bags, along with an instruction manual and sticker sheet. Instruction manual looks nice, same graphic that we got on the front of the box, along with the sticker sheet. So before we start with the review, I do want to say that this is my first ever Ninjago Dragon, so from the looks of it and everything, it looks really, really nice, and it functions really, really well. Unfortunately, I can't really compare it to other dragons, because again, this is my first one, so I am going to be a little biased here, because so far, this is an amazing, amazing dragon, and I don't really have much to compare it to whether it's good or not. I have watched a couple other reviews and heard really, really good things about it, so I'm guessing that this is going to be a 10 out of 10 dragon. They said that this is one of the best dragons that Ninjago has released, and this is the only water dragon. So starting off with the head, this is a really nice head, really nice prints on it. We do have Nya's symbol right there on the dark blue. I love the accents where there's a lot of light blue and dark blue, and then also gray and black. All really, really complements themselves very, very nice. The gold touches on the top make the head look really nice for the horns. Those water pieces that we see a lot on this build and on Nya and the side builds are awesome, and they really, really give the water effect. This head does open up very, very large. It's just holding him on from those 2 pieces in the back, and you kind of have to like adjust it to get it closed perfect. But once it's closed good, it's closed. And those are those water pieces that I was talking about. Along this whole build, you'll find the joints, which are very, very nice. Some of them will be clank joints. I don't really know what they're exactly called, but you know, you can feel them click. But these ones are just like regular ball joints, which you just clip in, and they have a lot of range of motion. For the cloth, this cloth is awesome, and it actually really does give the effect that it's like underwater, how it's kind of sloping down and stuff. And there is a play feature on this dragon, as you can see. It just kind of flaps the wings up and down. It's not too much, and they actually did a really good job hiding it, so you can't see it. It really doesn't stand out like most Technic pieces do. All it does is just flap the wings up and down, so it's really nothing too crazy, and as you can see, there's a lot of give on the wings. So going on to the side/middle, you can see that's a little handle right there where you actually will hold it, but I love these little pieces, that kind of like tooth pieces. I don't really know what they're called, but translucent pieces that they used on the side are really, really good, and the dragon feels good in your hands. It doesn't feel flimsy or anything. It's a really solid build, but I do have to say the accent pieces that they used on the sides, 10 out of 10. The feet, same thing with the ball joints, really, really nice, sturdy, solid. When you put it on the table or whatever you're doing, it holds it very well. They don't move or anything, and really, really solid feet, actually. They are on clank joints on the top, so they won't move by themselves, which is nice, because when you build it, you'll see that you have to kind of turn the feet in. So it's nice that they don't move and they do stay in place. And the bottoms, they do move, but once you get them in the position that you want them, they won't move after that. Now going on to the tail, these are all, I don't know what these pieces are called, but that's just holding from a Technic piece that you can move it around. And going back, I've honestly never used these pieces a day in my life before until now. And it was all dark blue and gray, and they kind of clip into each other. It like kind of reminded me of like building a train almost, but not real. I don't really know. It was weird. I've never used it. If you guys know what that piece is called, let me know. I tried looking into it. I don't really know, but it works great. And the tail is really, really nice, sturdy. It doesn't flop or anything. When you get in a position that you want it, it stays like that. The back of it has those water pieces again, so very nice. Now going to the belly of the beast, we'll see gray. You know, it's the bottom of it. Doesn't really matter, but it does have those translucent, clear bumper pieces on the bottom. And it actually doesn't look bad on the bottom, to be honest. Even though it's the bottom of it, it actually looks pretty good. So getting into our first side build, I love that we got a side build in this, 2 side builds, and this is just the first one. This reminds me of 2011, 2012 sets when you'd get the little side builds, which I'm going to show right now. The comparison of them, they're very similar, and I love that they kind of brought that back. So very, very nice. And the actual side build itself looks great, actually. The water pieces, and they used little ice cream tops as, I guess, shelves, which is very nice. And you see the amulet is held in right in the middle, and we do have the 2 trident pieces that can come out, and you can use them as weapons if you want to. And as you see, more of those blue water pieces kind of emulate, being underwater, which is nice. And the amulet just sits right in the middle. You could take that out and put that back in just by clipping it in. Very nice display, and it goes great with the set, and I love that they included it, actually. Now for our next mini build, we do have a mini scuba vehicle. This is for Zane, of course, with Scuba Zane. We have seen this exact build in another Seabound set for Cole. Instead of white, it was just black. Same exact build. It's all right. It's a nice little mini build for Zane, give him something to do in the set. We do have this little spinny piece in the back, kind of to make it look like it's going. And I don't like the closing of the hood piece, like the glass piece. There's a big gap in it, but it is a side build, so it's fine, and it fits Zane very nice in there, and at the end of the day, it works. It's nice that they included it. Nothing really too much to say about it. Now, starting us off with our minifigures, we have NRG Nya, which is, of course, the main reason this set is as awesome as it is, other than the water dragon. This Nya looks insane. I love how it looks like she's really going through the water and pushing through the water. All the translucent pieces, they did a great job with her. Now, I do have a couple complaints with her, but we'll get to that in a second. The back pieces you can move around to make them look different if you want them to, and just move them around. They're able to be moved around in different sequences, so that's that. And then, of course, she has the little water pieces in her hand to make it look like she's pushing through the water, which is awesome. Now, to get her out of her little stand, you just take her out and you plop her back in, little studs in it, just like anything else. Now, with the actual minifigure itself, without everything on her and with her, she doesn't look as good. The print on the torso is nice and everything, but the legs cut off her print, and I do think that her legs should have been translucent, but other than that, that is a great minifigure. Now, next up, we have Scuba Zane, who I wasn't really initially too excited to get. It just wasn't like, oh, I'm getting Scuba Zane. He just looked like a normal minifigure to me, but once I got him and I built him, I do have to say that he's very detailed, and I actually really, really like the minifigure. He comes with 2 weapons, a harpoon gun, and a sword, and I'm actually really, really happy with this figure. Now, next up, we do have 2 of the guards who look fine. They're both the same. One has a more of a bigger weapon. The other one has a smaller one. The back print's nice. The gold piece is nice. That comes with Mr. E, actually. And overall, pretty nice. Next up, we do have Prince Calamar, who is a awesome figure to finally have. His molds and everything are really, really nice. His prints, his gold accent prints are really, really solid. He looks great, and this is someone awesome to have. As a somewhat fan of Seabound, it wasn't one of my favorite seasons, but it's a pretty nice season. He does come with his weapon as well, and once he has his weapon, it really looks complete and solid. Very, very solid. So very happy to have him as well. Now, that is going to conclude my review of the Water Dragon. I do have to say that this is a 10 out of 10 set for me, honestly. I think price to pieces to what you get in the set is definitely worth it. Now, this is coming out afterwards. This has been retired for a little bit. It did retail for $70, and I was able to get it for under that. So you can get it for under $70, and if you don't already have it, I highly recommend getting this set. Minifigs, the mini builds, the actual dragon itself. This is a really, really good quality set, and LEGO needs to do more sets just like this. This was honestly impressed me with the build and everything. Really, really solid, and they are doing some more stuff with the Dragon's Rising with the new sets coming out that are really good, but this is a really quality set, and it surprised me. So I highly recommend getting the set if you don't have it, and I hope you guys did enjoy, and thank you for watching.